I know I'm live. I'm just so distraught. I can't even stand it. Hey, Jules plus vegan. All right. And as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. People, I am beside myself. I mean, after my day, when I'm exhausted and just want to check in with my JVD community, the last thing I want to do is fight with my phone. And I cannot believe that this thing, after 2 minutes of video, is saying full or like, I don't even know, out of space, full, stupid. I don't even know. All I do know is that this was an insanely expensive phone, that it's supposed to have a gigantic amount of storage, and that I have spent the last couple of days removing a ton of stuff to no avail. To no avail. And yes, can I get a hold of the people? And yeah, when? When? I'm not even kidding. When? Oh, I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated. Breathe, Juliana, breathe. He's still here. All right, that said, I have a fantastic article on does fat make you fat? I mean, all the raw vegan communities, and it just like plant-based vegan to an extent, but they all say, fat makes you fat, so stay away from fat. And then, of course, we know that fat is necessary for our survival, but what kind and how much and why does fat make you fat? I'm so glad you asked. So I, of course, will put this in the description of the video, but let's get into it, my friends. This is literally called Fact versus Myth. Fact versus myth. But speaking of myths, where pray tell did the article go? Oh, um, technical difficulty. How was your day? Are you frustrated like me? Are you like Jules? I can so relate to the nonsense. I would love it if you could. Yeah, really interesting. How, pray tell, did my article disappear? Let's see. God's grace. God's grace. He's so good to me. I got it back. Yay, God. Thank you, Father. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, so this is actually from a site called Fact/Myth. Fats make you fat. They absolutely declare that as a myth. But let's find out why, because, that's kind of like the catch line, How can we get people interested and then go from there? And um, I'm interested. So it says fat can make you fat, but it isn't the only thing that causes weight gain. Fat is high in calories and is easy to store as fat cells, but in general, it is storing more calories than you burn that causes one to be fat. So whether that's from fat, carbs, or protein, it causes weight gain. Below, we discuss good fats, bad fats, and how fats do and don't affect weight gain and weight loss. And there's a bunch of hyperlinks on here, which I really appreciate. A lot of science-based information. This is a fact. Fat, specifically omega-3 and 6 fatty acids. And, um, you know, a great way to get those are from things like flax seeds, chia seeds, and to an extent, of course, avocado. So there's many ways to get those. You do not need to have oil, and you certainly don't need animals. Okay, but anyway, omega-3 and 6 are essential. Our body doesn't make them, and they must be taken into the body via food or supplements. This means one should never eliminate fat from their diet, like completely eliminate it, which some people try to do. And right away, it's so apparent. They start shrinking up like a prune. They start looking older. Like we have to have some fat in our bodies. So you don't want to remove that from your diet. A human can't survive without carbs. I guess the whole keto craze, right? It's not ideal. Like taking away any macronutrient in its entirety is not ideal. Um, so you can live without carbs, but not without the essential acids found in fats and proteins. Those are a must. And there's a couple of really good little videos in here. This one is called The Deal with Fat. There's another one here, When You Burn Fat, Where Does It Go? Like there's a bunch. But I'm not going to spend time on that. Again, I'll include the article in the description. So the first thing to understand about fats and weight gain is that all macronutrients, which are carbs, protein, fats, all the parts of food that provide energy can cause weight gain, as body fat is just stored energy from macronutrients. So fat can cause weight gain, just like carbs and protein can, but it isn't only fat that causes weight gain. In fact, fats tend to be filling and can help limit weight gain for this reason. And again, there's a hyperlink. Um, I think it depends on the kind, because if you're just using oil on fried food, you're going to be in a world of hurt just from the inflammation, let alone the obesity. Okay, another fact: fat has the highest calories per gram of any macronutrient and is easy to store as fat. Despite this, it is an essential part of any healthy diet, even diets aimed at weight loss. And if I remember right, fats are 9 grams and, forgive me, 9 calories per gram, and protein and carbs are only 4. So it's more than double the amount, right? All right. All right, how fats can cause weight gain. Let's get into it. Despite the fact that other calorie sources can cause weight gain, fats, especially bad fats, can be problematic for a few general reasons. Number one, fats have a higher density of calories per gram. Proteins and carbohydrates both contain 4 calories per gram, while fat provides 9 calories per gram. Number two, fats and simple carbs become fat cells easier. Fats and simple carbs become fat cells. I don't understand this statement, because it was my understanding that you derive all your fat cells like in your first 3 years of life, and then it's just a matter of increasing and decreasing in size, which causes the weight gain. So I'm going to have to look into that, but it's suggesting that fats and simple carbs become fat cells, which would, to me, suggest you can add them. So I don't know about that statement, but easier than protein and complex carbs. As energy is burned conserving the calories from simple carbs and fats as fat cells. Protein takes the most energy to digest. So when you consume protein, 20 to 30% of the total calories in protein eaten go to digestion. Now, that could be any protein, including plant. It's not just animal. The sad thing with animal is that so much of it just stays rotting in your colon, right? Carbohydrates only take 5 to 10% to digest, and fats a measly 0 to 3%. Takes nothing to digest fats, it just gets absorbed right away. With that said, these are estimates, and each food is unique, as is each person's biology and metabolism. Number three, unhealthy fats, like the oil on potato chips, have little to no nutrients and a molecular structure that isn't as useful for our bodies as good fats, like in an avocado. And it says or fish, but ixnay on el fiche. Good fats are almost always found in things that you would think would be healthy in the first place, like nuts and seeds, a hyperlink. Our bodies need essential, meaning our bodies must get them from food, fatty acids of omega 3 and 6, and those are found in largest quantities in healthy fats. Unhealthy foods that are low in micronutrients, again, a hyperlink, are less filling than the right balance of foods rich in different acids and micronutrients. Unhealthy fats and unhealthy simple carbs, especially sugars and processed foods, tend to lead people to gain weight from a fully food based perspective. Fact: the main culprit in weight gain is simple carbs, including sugars, as they are most likely to suppress feelings of satiation and cause feelings of hunger. Learn about insulin, glucose, and weight gain, or see our page on how to lose weight according to science. All hyperlinks. Tip: fiber is a carbohydrate, and as such, as 4 calories per gram, however, our bodies can't fully digest fiber. Soluble fiber, that's the weirdest sentence ever, forgive me. Fiber is a carbohydrate, and as such, as 4 calories per gram. However, our bodies can't fully digest fiber. Terrible, terrible. Oh my gosh, as a language arts teacher, I would lose my mind. Stick to the subject, Jules. Stick to the subject. Okay, soluble fiber ferments in the gastrointestinal tract and contributes an effective 2 calories per gram, and soluble fiber about 0 calories per gram. All right, fact. Lots of facts. A calorie is a calorie. I struggle with that too. I mean, I get it. I get that it is, but we all know that a 540 calorie extra large Snicker bar compared to what you could get in fruit and vegetables for 540 calories and the difference that it does to your body. I get that they're calorie for calorie, but some matter and some don't. Okay, in the sense that all calories are just a measure of energy stored in food, and that's straight up. However, our body processes different macronutrients, again, fat, carbs, protein, differently. The digestion process burns away some of the calories in food, which is the thermal effect of food. And foods have different micronutrients and acids too. Like if I eat cooked food, I used to get hot flashes all the time. And of course, people just say, well, it's your age. It wasn't. It wasn't. I mean, I was the same age when I wasn't getting hot flashes because I was eating raw food, right? So, yeah. Anyway, when we consider all of this, we can say a calorie is only just a calorie in a general sense. But what you eat does matter in practice, both regarding the amount of energy your body synthesizes per calorie and how much nutrition each calorie brings with it. Amen. And there's a hyperlink for more on that. Tip: there is no perfect theory of fat. There is what we know, aka the facts, like the ones on this page. Excuse me, like the ones on this page. And then there is what we understand based on that. With that said, anyone interested in the nature of fat and dieting should check out The Secret Life of Fat by Sylvia. My husband just startled me, sorry. Sylvia Sarah, PhD. May I help you? He just startled me so bad. It's live. I'm live. I'm live. Let me keep going. I can't stop because it's live. Yes, I know. Sorry, you guys. He's teasing me to death. All right. Anyway, let's keep going, friends. Anyway, Secret Life of Fat. Sylvia not only describes the nature of fat in detail, she also gives some interesting diet advice, such as suggesting that waiting longer hours in between one's last meal and first meal is a key to weight loss due to fat burning hormones we release while we sleep, which of course is intermittent fasting, right? But I don't know when this was written, and maybe they didn't have that term at the time. Pair that with our advice about metabolism and small meals and insulin, and you are one step closer to a great science-based diet. I really just wanted to know about fat. So tip: people need a balance of macro and micronutrients. So a balance of all the good proteins, fats, carbs, and water is essential, and consideration must be taken to ensure a balance of good fats while avoiding bad fats, processed foods, and refined sugars. It all boils down to do with the molecular structure of the macronutrients and the micronutrients contained in the foods. What are fats? Technical answer: fats are triglycerides. As such, they are primarily composed of two things: glycerol, which specifically is in the form of monoglyceride, and that turns into glucose to be used as energy, and three fatty acids. Each fat has a wide range of fatty acids, but only two are essential. Most fats, especially natural ones, also have trace amounts of vitamins, minerals, and cholesterol. The three fatty acids attached to a given fat molecule, which are the chains H, C, and O molecules, which our bodies can use or convert to energy, are held in place by a glycerol backbone. This is a gel made of sugar that the chains attach to, and our body can convert to energy easily. The geometric chemical structure of H, C, and O molecules dictates the viscosity of the fat at different temperatures, and the structure determines whether the fat is healthy or unhealthy. All our body's energy comes from fatty and amino acids and types of sugars found in carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. All energy is a chain of H, C, N, and O going in, which then combines with a side chain of vitamins, minerals, and hormones for the metabolizing process. Metabolization is the process of turning food into energy. Another great video, The Deal with Fat, which I'm going to skip. So, what is fat? Is a bunch of H, C, and O atoms in certain relationships that our body can use as energy. The N atoms are found in proteins, but that aside, protein works pretty much the same way. Okay, good fats versus bad fats. Monounsaturated and polyunsaturated are good and are found in natural fruits, grains, and veggies. Saturated fats are okay and are found in animal fats like dairy, fat, and meat. Trans fats are generally bad and are often found in processed foods. They should be limited, but not necessarily avoided. And again, that's per person, and there's a hyperlink to that. Tip: almost no fat we eat has only one type of fat in it. Almost all fats are composed of monounsaturated, polyunsaturated, and saturated fats, although many don't include trans fats. Because, yeah, that's man made nonsense, right? Saturated means the carbon chains are saturated, filled or mostly filled with hydrogen atoms. Mono means one chain. Poly means a double bond. Unsaturated means the carbon chains aren't saturated with hydrogen. Below are foods that have high concentrations of a fat type. Okay, mono unsaturated fats are found in high concentrations in olive, peanut, and canola oils, avocados, nuts such as almond, hazel, and pecans, and seeds such as pumpkin and sesame. Polyunsaturated fats are found in high concentrations in sunflower, corn, soybean, and flaxseed oils, walnuts, flax seeds, fish, canola oil. Though higher in monounsaturated fat, it's also a good source of polyunsaturated fat. Polyunsaturated fats include the omega fats. Essential omega 3 fats are an important type of polyunsaturated fat. The body can't make these, so they must come from food. Essential omega 6 fats are found mostly in liquid vegetable oils like soybean, corn, and safflower. Non essential omega 9 and omega 12 fats are non essential but are found in animal fat, vegetable oil, olives, nuts, and seeds. Tip: see omega-3, 6, 9 fatty acids. What's the difference? Each omega-3, 6, or 9 has different subtypes. For technical discussions, see essential fatty acids. And again, those are both hyperlinks. Number 3, saturated fats are found in animal foods. They are fats that are solid at room temperature, and they're found in red meat, animal fats, milk, and cheese, all of which you can happily abstain from. Something's getting me. Tip: eggs are the exception here. Eggs have saturated, monounsaturated, and polyunsaturated fats. Again, something you can avoid. Trans fats can be natural or artificial, but are most commonly artificial. They are found in high concentrations in processed foods, snack foods such as chips and crackers, cookies, some margarine and salad dressings, and foods made with shortening and partially hydrogenated oils. And there's a great video right here on types of fats. Other factors to consider about fats: each body type is different. Exercise is a major factor, and there are mental aspects to weight gain and loss too. So the complexity should be noted alongside the above generalization. Here are some other considerations regarding weight gain and facts. And again, I was kind of just looking at fat, but let me see if I want to go over this or not. I will just look at this. All diets that have you cut out a food group are, in my opinion, incorrect. It's hard enough to get the right molecules and micronutrients with a balanced diet. Consider taking quality vitamins and other healthy non-narcotic supplements as needed. Healthy fats are contained in foods that provide healthy micronutrients. Eating an avocado, which contains mostly good fat, may mean eating more calories per gram than cotton candy. However, cotton candy is pure simple carbs. The avocado will leave you feeling fuller and more satisfied due to its healthy fats and micronutrients. Cotton candy will spike your blood sugar, telling your body to store fat and make you feel hungry as a hormonal response to the sugar. Despite the drawbacks of fats, healthy fats are an essential part of a balanced diet. Paired with the right micronutrients and macronutrients, they are essential to any weight loss regimen. We'll summarize our position with a video, which we're not going to watch. Okay, conclusion. Fat can make you fat if you intake enough calories from fat and store that as excess energy in fat cells. However, fat isn't what makes a person fat in general. Properties of fat aside, weight loss and weight gain are purely based on calories in and stored versus calories out. Dun 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 dun. I don't know. I mean, it was an okay article. I don't know if it's my best article because I like to give you a really fantastic article. But you know what? It's okay. It's what I was kind of looking for. I keep hearing fat makes you fat. And I was just curious what it had to say. All right, my friends, I have more to do and I need to go tease my husband back for it. Seriously, because we're sitting in this room and this light, brightens this area, but the other room was completely dark and all of a sudden my eye was catching an image and I realized someone was standing there. Of course, praise God, it was my husband, but he knows he can make me jump so easily. All right, people. I always need a good laugh. I need to calm down. Again, if you're a techie, I need help. What do I do? I don't want to like restart the phone, but I'm almost in a place to do it. Like, honestly, I think the mistake I made was when I got this phone, and it's not very old as I suggested. Um, it's a transfer everything from your last phone. And so it was already burdened, right? I should have transferred everything. I mean, I certainly needed contacts, but maybe that was it, right? All right. Like if you like, join us if you haven't subscribed. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. And until we talk again, my friends, best of all, know that your phone's probably working and therefore you're blessed, right? You're blessed, people. Love you.